this is Ratter Tatter.
Chill pill.
And it is very late and we are very tired and a little bit delusional.
Delirious is the word you're looking for.
Delusional works too. But we decided we're going to stay up a little bit longer and finish out this chapter of Purrfect Date. All right, we're going to romance.
Okay, let's romance.
Let's do it.
Let's get us some pussy.
Our last little romance.
Let's get.
Meow. I love the little meow. Oh, nighttime rock vagina.
I've been following a familiar sound along the shoreline. I can't see Trixie yet, but I know that plaintive song anywhere. It leads me to a cave.
Her cave.
Trixie, can I come in?
Wait a minute.
I can hear a flurry of activity, shuffling and liquid being poured. Trixie, are you nearly ready? It's freezing out here. As soon as the sun goes down, this island becomes ridiculously cold.
Come in.
Her voice is slow and sing-song. Ah! Oh. The cave is warm and welcoming. There are flower petals scattered on the ground and little jars of lucilites in every corner.
Fireplace.
Trixie is fireflies on a rock as though she hasn't moved. Hello, you. Long time no see.
Hello, homie. I wondered when you'd show up.
I don't like this. This is creeping me out. As soon as you invited me, actually. She ignores me and indicates a jar of amber liquid. It's pee, isn't it?
Help yourself.
It's pee. She is in one of those moods, so I take a sip of the mana juice. More like man juice. Am I right? And make a note to go easy on it this time, remembering how potent it is. So, how's Trix?
Great.
That's good. You've not been around for a few days. She doesn't respond. I thought you were avoiding me. I force a laugh. But now I'm beginning to think I was
Jeez, that was forceful.
right. He said he forces a laugh.
She forces a laugh.
Are you sure it's she?
Yes.
Did you just assume Ms. Crunkle's
Ms.
gender?
She goes by Ms.
Alright. Have I upset you, Trixie?
Well, in a way, I suppose you have.
Oh, I was kidding, but
Shit got
tell me,
real!
what did I hyphen? She cuts across me.
I don't mean to be rude, but would you mind just shutting up and let me talk for a while?
Oh, shit. Oh, of course. I'm a little bit anxious about what's coming, but I do as I'm told, and I sit in silence for once.
Life.
She pauses and smiles. I'm not sure if I should respond, so I smile back.
That's it. That's the whole conversation.
Is she about to do like a poetry slam?
Life is great and all, but sometimes it's not quite as great as you try to pretend it is. I get so used to making the best of it that you stop being aware that it's only a sliver, or that it's only silver, or sometimes even bronze. I mean, nothing to complain about, but then something happens that is so golden, so platinum-plated, rose gold, that the fabulosity of it catches you up like a twister and turns everything upside down and inside out, so that you're flying and dancing against your will. You're powerless and powerful, and silver will never be good enough again. Do you know what I mean?
No. I open my mouth, but she plows on without waiting for an answer.
Plops on. I feel it now. The fizzing in my tummy, the fluttering of my heart. I am champagne, popping and sparkling, lightheaded and silly. Am I silly? I feel very certain and not silly at all, but I can't stop giggling, and my eyes are weepy all the time. I know what I want in my heart, but I can't connect it to my head. I feel happy.
They have eye drops
Truly
for those weepy eyes.
Happy! Not before happy, which wasn't really like being happy at all, but 24 karat happy. And nothing else will do.
There's a long pause. I look down and see my glass is empty, and I suddenly feel drunk.
How did you not notice you were getting drunk the whole time? Okay, that's it. That's all I have to say. Your turn.
Not very good speeches, I'll think. That's yours.
A simple answer will do. Soulmates don't come along every day, Humi. We have a chance here to take a leap and see where the adventure takes us, or forever wonder what we missed.
Let's take a leap off of the
Forever
cliff.
wonder, yeah, that sounds like an amazing opportunity.
Take a leap.
Let's take the leap.
Of course I'm in. Together forever. Together forever and ever. Together forever with you. Let the adventures begin. And Trixie and I begin to laugh and laugh until we're rolling around on the ground so anyone who saw us would think we were a couple of crazy intoxicated cats.
Probably because you are.
But I'm a person, so it looks really weird. Oh, if Professor Pawpur were to see this
Oh my
sight.
goodness.
All
We
right.
won over Trixie.
Yay!
We got
Research.
Trixie.
Research. Research.
Let's do that last bit of
Research.
research.
Yes,
we're
I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, we're ready.
Research. Yeah, research.
I never noticed the cat and the owl sitting in a boat together before. Did you notice that?
Yes, all the time.
All right, research number 7.
Professor Pawpur says we'll be testing some experimental
Uh-oh.
medicines today, and I just hope I have the stomach for it.
Ooh, that don't sound good.
Steroids.
That
Come
don't sound
on, steroids. I need to get them gains. I arrive at the lab a little later than usual today. I got held up by an incredibly important task of petting all the cats I saw on the way. Really crucial stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
As I enter, I see a large unmarked wooden box on the table. Morning, Professor. I wasn't expecting you to be working alongside me today.
Yes, you were.
I'm not, I'm afraid. I'm actually in rather a hurry, but I needed to explain to you a new protocol I'd like you to carry out for me. He opens the lid of the crate, and inside are rows of small clear bottles, each containing white fluid. I don't want to know, so I don't ask. What is this, milk?
So I ask.
Of sorts, I need you to milk the cats. No, these are samples from our offshore lab. Samples of what? So many questions. Curiosity is a marvelous trait for a scientist. Now, I want you to run some tests on these. I want you to check how they're responding to contact with compounds 16, 18, and 24. I notice how deftly he evaded my question. Once you've done that, provided there are no complications, I'll need you to apply the sample to some of the cats and record the results. Take pictures. I beg your pardon. Apply the sample to the cats, Ms. Crunkle. We're looking for specific reactions, particularly pregnancy. Of course, sir, but Ott and I have a little more information before I start applying an untested product to a living subject. Look, Miss Crunkle, don't be a bitch. Of course I do. However, once in a while, one has to trim the red tape, and this is one of those occasions. Now, I really am the most awful...
Oh,
In the most...
it's turning into McMurphy.
my dear, but I have complete faith in you. Shut up. Like,
Hey,
my throat
you
is...
hate on my voices
My
constantly.
throat is fucked from doing Ms. Crunkle, and suddenly I'm alone. I pick up one of the samples from the box. It looks like miniature milk bottle, but the fluid inside is creamier than milk.
Oh, no.
I retrieved the compounds from the cabinet that the professor wanted me to test and spend some time combining them with the sample. From what I can tell, the compounds are some kind of organic material, but no one has told me where they came from or what they actually are.
I can tell you what they are.
I look at them from under the microscope, one by one, and add a little of the sample. It's a bit like glue.
Oh, no.
So it's hard to get it to combine, but once I do, something odd happens. The dead cells that make up the compounds start to move excitedly. They aren't coming back to life exactly, but they are behaving like living cells. I have no idea what this stuff is or its intended use, but I do know that I feel uncomfortable applying it to live subjects. I look at the cats in their cages. They look back at me with trusting eyes.
Uh-oh. What do we do?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I'm leaving this up to you. I'm out of this.
This is tough.
What you gonna do?
It's like
What you gonna
zombie semen.
do? What you gonna do with
Should we
all
put
the
zombie semen on the cats?
I mean, we're already going out with Trixie, so it doesn't matter.
Well, we decided not to continue the medication for Ravenclaw,
Yes.
and we decided to stop doing the stuff on the other cat with the thing under his chin. So maybe we should just continue that rebellious streak.
No,
and
zombie
refuse to
semen.
administer.
No, comma, zombie semen! Exclamation point.
No zombie semen. Let's do no zombie semen.
No, comma,
and
zombie semen!
refuse to
Exclamation
administer
point.
it.
No, I'm a little bitch. If the professor continues to withhold information, then I think it's only right that I put the responsibility back on him. He can carry out this procedure himself. Oh, what a rebel am I. I sent Papa a message
Oh,
from
don't tell him.
my catalog. Professor, I feel I cannot continue with my task today until I understand the implications of what it is I'm being asked to do to the cats. I don't get a reply right away. That's always nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Eventually, the catalog beeps. Professor Pawpur has replied. Oh dear, that's disappointing. I'd be happy to comply if you could just give me a little more information.
Oh.
If you really are having such difficulties in carrying out your duties, perhaps it would be best for me to find someone who is better equipped.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid I may lose my job if I don't administer the sample.
I'm worried we're gonna get killed in the face.
Yeah, back down and administer.
I don't want to go back out on that boat and get shot in the head again.
Yeah, Bob and his creepy-ass son. I suppose I have no choice. The professor will fire me if I won't do the job I was hired to do. I try to stay professional and detached. I open one of the crates and retrieve Muffin, a slightly plump Persian. She starts purring as soon as I touch her.
That makes
She's
it
a
worse.
little older than the other cats and loves the attention. I hope this stuff doesn't kill her. I set her down on the counter, get a little of the sample, and apply it gently to one of her legs. She seems a bit put out, but she's still purring. That's a good sign. And then suddenly she grew another leg. Oops. I wait about 20 minutes and nothing has happened. Hopefully another good sign. I apply a little more to the back of her neck. I feel really
is the-
uncomfortable doing this without any recommended dosage
Yeah,
or
exactly.
guidelines. Flying blind goes against all of my training to date, but I have faith that the professor knows what he's doing. This is his project, after all. After another 20 minutes, I don't notice anything physical, although Muffin does seem to be a little more energetic than usual. She's happily chasing my pen across the counter. I wrestle the pen out of her grip and make some notes of my observations and place her gently back in the crate. I decide to spend the night in the lab. I don't want to leave her alone, just in case anything happens by 4 a.m.
But by 4 a.m.
But by 4 a.m., Muffin is sleeping soundly. I can't keep my eyes open any longer, so I head back to my tent.
I guess that's okay. I was really worried that we were gonna get shot in the head if we did not comply.
It's very likely.
It is very likely. It gave us one last chance. Here we
Like,
go.
oh, I'd hate for anything to happen to you. Gun-related. I've come to the forest to gather my thoughts. This morning I noticed another change in my appearance. Up until now, it's been easy to cover up my transition. I just had to keep on top of removing the excess body hair. Even the stub of a tail that appeared a few days ago hasn't been a problem. Who'd see it? But this new development is definitely a turning point. How am I to explain the fact that my pupils have turned into vertical slits?
This happens every time.
I can't risk anyone seeing me like this, so I'm gonna go hide out for a while and see what happens. And I turned into a cat.
And
The
we're gonna
end.
be talking to Trixie now. Aww.
I'm exhausted. Can we stop for a second to catch our breaths?
You're an old, old cat. We've only been dancing for an hour. Oh, dear Lord, I would be exhausted too.
You dance, I'll watch. And she giggles and dances while I recline against a rock in the evening sun. Cooler but still deliciously warm. How did I get to be so lucky? I look back to when I thought having the virus was the worst thing imaginable, and it makes me smile. The day I decided to throw in the towel and allow myself to become a cat was the first day of life beyond my wildest dreams. Why would anyone want an antidote? Being a cat is amazing. Being with Trixie is even better.
Aww.
I lazily stretch and slowly fall into a nap. Trix settles beside me. The two of us curled up, our bliss is only briefly disturbed by the familiar sound of the ferry arriving at the pier. Seems my replacement has already arrived. They'll never look here, though. We know exactly where to stay safe. I wonder if they'll be as fortunate as me.
Aw, happy ending.
Oh, and with that, we are done with the chroniclings of Ms. Crunkle.
Written in the stars.
Oh,
we
only
did
got
fuck up
2
that
out of
second
3.
one. Oh, did we fuck up the third one?
No.
I think we fucked up the second one.
No, it means that we got 2 out of 3 dates good.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to decide which one.
Yeah, it was the second one because she
I
had
think we
like the
fucked it,
negative
yeah.
reaction.
Even though we tried to please her. Aw, well, I guess it's about that time then.
So, if you enjoyed the chroniclings of Ms. Crunkle, then be sure to give us a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and ding that bell. Because we got a ding that bell. What did I say the last time?
I don't even remember.
Ring the bell.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Anyways,
Follow
next
us.
time you can help us decide which, or you can just see what
Help
character
us
we decide.
So follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Black Sheep Vidya, and be sure to sleep tight. And don't let the mysterious bottles of creamy white liquid bite.
I can see a booger.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, don't put it on me.
Banjo.
Don't give it to the dog.
Why not?
You're a disgusting human being.
I'm not disgusting. Banjo's the one who eats my boogers.
You're the one that offers them to him.
That's because it's funny. He doesn't have to.